Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Aquila Racing. We're here in Saskatchewan. No, wait, what is this? Round 4 Saskatchewan? Is that what this is?
Aquila.
Yeah, the Aquila Saskatchewan loop.
Sachsenring.
Yeah, that's what I said. With me, as per usual, is the man, the myth, the Mallow Bar, your boy, Martin Edmonds.
Hello.
And doing play-by-play, special guest appearance by the man, the myth, the legend, Justice Justin Kratz.
Good
evening.
I like that.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
So just a heads up, guys. We missed what is it? 4 or 5 months. It's more than 5 minutes. Anyway, we missed a few minutes. That was my brain being having a brain fart when I was racing, trying to tune the car, and I completely forgot to start the recording. But here you go. We got action. We're still doing commentary, and Justin Kratz going to be running the show on this one. Welcome, Justin.
Thank you very much for having me. And for shits and giggles, let's kick off with the qualifying order. Our top 10 drivers are Mike Stoffmeal, not surprising, Christoph Verstappen, Joe Racer, Sean Kenny, Richard, I'm not going to try to pronounce that, Darushi, perfect, thank you, Josiah Jerome, Martin Edmonds, hey, that guy sounds familiar, Max Simons, Wayne Hutchison, and Andrew D.
Alright, that was the top 10
Very much
started,
so.
but yeah, it changed a little bit here.
A likely story. I think Max Simmons probably qualified at least 17th out of... probably not.
Do you mean to tell me that things happen during a race, Martin?
That seems like shenanigans, and I won't stand for it.
Shenanigan happens.
I usually start last and end last, so I don't know what other people do.
Well, aren't you in the academy to come back and kick some ass?
I don't know about kicking ass, I'm hoping so. But I recently learned that field of view is a thing that kind of matters.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
So I dialed that in, and now everything's ruined, and I have to relearn how to drive. Perfect. I took a few laps around Saskatchewan here in the Aquila Cup. That thing is unwieldy, first of all.
It's fun.
Props to all these guys. They're heroes. I don't understand how they did it, but...
And just a heads up, most guys run at 1, 2, or maybe 3 win. It makes the car very unstable.
That's
Just
rough.
like me. This race brought to you by Straight Grain Alcohol, TM.
Yeah, indeed. Alright. So, what we have going on here, I wish there's a way we could do quick run over the track. Do you have a track map available that we can pull up anywhere? Is there a way we can do that? Or
No, we can't do that.
Alright, fair enough.
That would be something. The guy who does the what's the term I'm looking for? The app. No, the app that follows the that lets you spectate.
Yeah, the broadcast spectator.
Yeah, the spectator, the broadcast spectator mode scout. He sometimes listens to what we have to say, and it's one of those things that I would really like to see somewhere on the screen. Is just like a track map in general with like where the leader is or something. But I don't know if that's possible through this game.
Here's the thing: if we're doing it live, which is gonna happen on Saturday, again, with you guys doing the enduro,
be sure
you
to
can
tune in for
actually
that.
do it. You can actually enable it, but when we're doing auto director like this, you can't.
Yeah, the through the whole auto director thing through the web page and things like that, I can definitely bring it up, but it's to the detriment of all other things. I get no other details. I can either have the map or not. I would just like to see like where the camera is on the track at the time, like on a little thing on the screen. But that's just me.
Yeah, so we just saw a nice pass there by Mr. Darush on Josiah.
Richard Hoochie Coochie Darushi.
We are now 8 laps into this race.
Yeah, you're pretty good at math. I wouldn't know that.
Well, Stoffmill's 8 laps into this race. Everybody else is like way behind.
Oh, there we go. We can see it up there. I didn't even notice that.
We're professionals, ladies and gentlemen.
Hell yeah.
Totally. So what's that flag again? De Groot?
That is crap. I looked it up. Guyana, I think.
Oh yeah.
Guinea?
Yeah.
Papua New Guinea? Or is it that other country that... I don't know.
I believe it's Mama New Guinea.
Oh, okay. There, baby.
Baby New Guinea, that's just south. I'm
okay.
pretty sure that's Guyana. We did look it up. De Groot is from somewhere in Afrika.
Ah,
He may or may not be of Dutch descent.
interesting.
Unless he's bamboozling the crap out of us, which can possibly be happening over the internet.
You know, it's 2019?
Help.
Oh, we have an
Your
off
boy.
track.
Richard went to a wide there.
Minty fresh Richard Derucci into the kitty litter.
Indeed.
Can Josiah use this to his advantage? Oh, Sean.
Maybe.
Sean slowed down majorly. What the hell happened there?
It's going through drive-through. So, gentlemen, what are you drinking tonight? I mean, what? Sorry?
I'm on coffee.
I didn't realize it was that kind of party. I just brought water. I'm boring.
Well, let's just say it's vodka and we won't tell anybody.
You know what? I'll roll with that. I don't need booze to act drunk.
Excellent.
We've got some thrilling racing action up front here, though, don't we?
You don't need booze to party if you have conflicting medications.
Or mental instability.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, I have a track map up here somewhere. I can probably figure out what turn they're in someday.
Very nice. Christoph is really keeping pretty close to Stoffmeal, as close as people can keep to Stoffmeal.
There's a big difference in balance between these two.
Yeah,
Oh, I can imagine.
Christoph, I believe, has nothing on ballast in this race. I'm gonna have a quick look.
That seems illegal.
Only in some states and provinces.
Excellent. I think there should be a creeping ballast where the further ahead you get, the more ballast you have.
That's kind of what we're doing, but
Yeah.
at the start of
No,
the
I mean
race-
live. I want it to be live.
I mean,
I want somebody to have, like,
can't-
eventually the front runners slow way down and somebody from, like, fourth or seventh place gets some brakes and gets up there, and then suddenly they have so much ballast they don't know what they're doing.
can we just get a mod that dynamically affects how gravity impacts the weight of the car throughout the duration of the race?
That sounds excellent.
You want close racing? Here's close racing. Take everybody into a black hole. How about that? Closest racing you'll ever see.
We don't use rubber banding, we just grind you into the earth.
Okay, so for this race, Mr. Stoffmeal, I believe, yeah, he was at 52 kilograms of ballast, and Verstappen was at a big 0.
52 kilograms, that's like a good-sized child.
52 kilograms. I'm converting that to freedom units.
You kids and your old-school English.
Okay, 114 pounds. That's a fairly large child. I was Byron at the age of 3.
Well, I mean, 7.
Probably.
All muscle, though.
Yeah, I met the guy, he's a giant.
It's not untrue.
Delivered. Not true. Fake news.
We walked,
Fake news,
we walked into
I
a
wear
grocery
stilts.
stores and we should have seen all the old guys looking at him just like, whoa, what the hell is this? It's like a wrestler walking in.
Oh, he's back. How much does he eat?
Well, Sean's holding up pretty good with the group after letting them by.
Rounding out the top 5 here. All in all, pretty close racing. Good to see.
Yeah.
Everybody loves competition.
If you look at the timing between each guys, it's not too bad. No one's been
Oh, yeah.
lapped yet.
Josiah has a monitor now, so I think you guys are all screwed. He was working off of half of a laptop and 8 pixels, and now he's got an HDMI port, and you guys are in some trouble, I'm gonna tell you what right now.
What's gonna happen when he gets Ethernet?
Yeah. What happens when he doesn't have to use the cup and string? You guys are, oh my god.
Well, like we like to joke about that he has a potato PC. but
Not untrue.
He's still able to outrace most of us.
Yeah, I see him sitting there comfortably in fourth. Well, maybe not so comfortably, but definitely there.
And ladies, he is single with a voice that makes me sound like a soprano.
That is true. He drops the bass every time he talks.
The first time I heard him talk, I thought it was just background noise. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what was that? Somebody turned the music down.
Did you ever hear dubstep a cappella? Now you have. Jokes aside, he is one quick boy.
Heck yeah.
Speaking of a quick guy, Max Simmons is pretty new to ESR, and he came in, and he's pretty strong, pretty fast.
He would be.
I remember talking to him the first time that when he joined, I started helping him out, figuring out everything and get a dash for Raceroom to help him out, and he's like, "Oh, I'm a little nervous to jump in multiplayer." I'm like, "Wow, don't worry, you'll be fine." He comes in, and I think he got second place right behind Stoff, and I'm like,
Wow.
"What the fuck, dude? You don't need my help."
Maximum Simmons.
And now he's just wiping the floor with me like every time. Like, look, he's just like, he's gonna pass me very soon. It made me sweat the whole race.
No spoilers, God.
Oh, that's fine. Just letting you know, he's been on my ass the whole race already. And
This camera doesn't do it any justice, but this first sector here is brutal.
Yeah, it's too bad.
There's a lot of elevation changes. There's a lot of weird shifts in weight transfer in the car throughout the turns. Very tight turns, blind apexes.
That dive right here. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Camera. So what happens is that the camera is already moving, and then it switches car, and then it completely loses track of where it's at. So that's why we're having those threes.
Camera drinks more than I do.
Getting on Josiah. What happened, Josiah? You can't make a mistake with Sean.
Cannot make a mistake ever.
What is
Don't
the frequency, Kenneth? We will never know, unfortunately.
We're now blinded by nature, and here's Cars again.
It's your boy! No, I don't think Cars is in this one.
That last turn especially is very tricky as well, as it's the apex is right at the crest of that hill, and if you accelerate just a little too early, you're going off.
Yep.
You're gonna understeer on throttle.
Someone was in the pit right there. It was the Groot. I remember looking to my left there. I'm like, what the hell is he doing in the pit so early? But hey, everyone has their strategy, I guess. Maybe he forgot to put fuel after going fire.
That could be.
Man, you can't forget the juice. That's half the battle.
The juice is loose.
He who controls the juice controls the universe, after all.
The juice must flow.
The spice must flow.
Speaking of which, who's pumped for the new Dune movie?
Oh, I'm damn pumped. I can't believe it. Like, one of the best director out there, plus one of the best franchise. It's gonna be so good.
Underrated. I'm hoping that he does, to get completely off topic, I'm hoping that he does sort of a part one.
Yes.
And then forces the whole studio system to go, okay, we'll just listen. You want a franchise? Here's a franchise.
Yeah. Oh yeah, leave it on a big cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Like you could go to the middle of the first book and still have enough material to do a second movie and more.
Yeah, I'd never read the book, but I'd seen the original movie.
I've only read the first book, and then everyone's kind of like, "What? Why did you stop? It gets crazy after that."
I was in the same boat for years, like a lot of years. I'd read the first one; it was so good, I never wanted to go into anything else.
Yeah.
But eventually, I did go through the original run by the original author, not his son. I've heard that's nothing but crap.
Oh yeah.
But I've gone through the original. What's it, like five or six?
Wow.
Something like that. And yeah, it is interesting. I would say that the God Emperor stuff is the most boring, but it.
Oh, you got a pass here.
Well,
Yes, we do.
John Barker passing. No, it's Magus who took it back.
Oh my goodness, the professor of prestidigitation, Michael,
Now we
the
can
Wizard
trash
Magus.
talk Magus all we want. He's not here to defend himself.
That's true. He
Come
did
on,
pass the
Barker.
best livery in the world, though. So, I mean, that's something.
Yeah, I love that livery.
Put him in the wall, he said.
And that's actually
Put him in the
Brian's
wall.
line.
Yeah. I'm very influential on other commentators. He'll eventually start using my catchphrases.
Simons is, he's really closing that gap on you. He wants that booty.
Oh, he's gonna have it.
Y'all about to get Simonized.
Well, at one point I do change the camera during this recording, so hopefully the second camera does a better job than this.
I thought you were going to say hopefully the second camera just blocks his pass and you don't get to see anything.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, hello.
We had some action here.
Hello? Hello?
Yep,
Not
there's
giving
the
it up.
pass.
Well, no.
Does he keep it? Does he hold it?
Just put him on the wall.
Oh. Still going.
Side by side.
Still going. Not giving up. Fuck
I'm gonna go
you.
walk
What
into
a
the
battle
moonlight
for
with you.
6th place. And Martin takes it back for now.
Yeah. For now. That's
Simmons says, I'm going to go walking in the moonlight with you. And Martin asks if you want to hold his hand.
I think
Meanwhile,
he-
in
I
the
think
top
he was
5.
a little bit polite there.
Yeah, I mean, that was too tight and too risky of a place to make
Yeah, that's the thing. We're talking about this. The first sector is
It's
extremely
not a
hard
joke.
to pass.
There's no good place to do it. If you try to take the outside line, you're going to get pushed too wide, you're going to lose space, you're not going to make it. If you try to cut to the inside, then something very similar to that will happen.
Okay, so actually, about this incident, that was actually on the spreadsheet for incident. Unfortunately,
Oh.
Mr. Nash was in a very bad spot while two cars were coming in fighting. So he got a blue flag, but at a very bad
Oh,
So I couldn't go left, and I couldn't go straight because he was there, so I hit the brake as hard as I could. Simmons went in and passed me easily, and I touched Mr. Nash. Sorry, Mr.
Simmons,
Nash.
well done. In rugby, we would call that shepherding, and that's definitely a penalty on Simmons. But, in racing, everything's fair. So
That's a
put
block.
him in the wall.
That's a block.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say everything is fair, but
I've seen Days of Thunder at least twice. I know everything's legal.
Life's not fair, man. You should know that.
what would Verstappen do? Always
Put him in
ask.
the wall.
Sometimes. I talk shit, I don't fall for me.
I wouldn't say I would. I didn't say I wouldn't go fishing with the man, but if he comes near me, I'm gonna put him in the wall.
Shake and bake, baby.
Wonder
We've
if
got
they'll
a
do
whole
sequel
lot
to
of-
that movie.
We've got a lot of stagnation up here in the top 5. Kenny's not letting go of Jerome for the life of him. But we've had no position changes for the last few laps, and still staying really tight.
Yeah, it's under 0.300 of a second right there. So I got a feeling we're gonna follow this for a while. Oh, there we go. We have another fight over here.
Stoffbill watch. Only about 2.5 second lead, which is unusual, even though he has a cheerleader in the car with him, apparently.
Can
Allegedly.
do it on the outside there. Oh, it's switching the camera to a natural fight, and Lachlan looks like he took it.
You know, the camera change kind of worked in our favor at the last minute, so I'm not going to complain too.
Well, Lachlan did pass on the outside, Mr. Hutchinson. He probably took the inside to turn after that. Well done. Too bad the camera didn't catch it.
True.
And then Lachlan put everybody in the wall.
I know that he put someone in the wall, and he did get a penalty. I'm not going to ruin it, so I'm not going to say anything. Let's just wait.
Spoilers.
If anybody's been watching these races and has heard us do commentary before, you can already put that together. You don't need any hints. Let's just say there's history involved.
And it repeats itself constantly.
Yeah,
It seems to.
it's like the, what is it, the day after tomorrow? Respawn, get killed. Respawn.
Live, die, kill, repeat.
I think he's thinking of Groundhog Day.
Yeah. Oh, what was that movie with Tom Cruise? That you constantly get killed.
Yeah. It's I think the original manga or comic was live, die, kill, repeat, or something like that, and then they changed it to The Edge of Tomorrow, and then they changed it to something else when they released it actually on disc.
So it is The Edge of Tomorrow. Okay.
I think, yeah.
Oh, Edge of Tomorrow. Okay. I heard the end. That explains why. Also, I was thinking the day after tomorrow. For some reason.
Yeah, that's a whole other piece of business.
Let's not ask what my brain does.
Welcome
Cool.
to the club. We'll do fine here.
Excellent.
Let's see. Looking at Tom Cruise's discography, we got like 48 minutes of race left. I can do what I want, no matter how angry the Brazilians get. I did have an angry Brazilian at me a little while ago.
Oof.
Stop doing stick. I was giving out. I was in the middle of like an
about
enduro.
wrestling.
Yeah. Oh no, I was doing giraffe facts. We were in the middle of this like hour and a half enduro. We were like maybe half an hour in, and I started doing giraffe facts, and this guy started getting angry. Stick to the race. I'm like, yeah, I probably should, but
Fuck you.
yeah, Edge of Tomorrow, marketed as Live, Die, Repeat, Edge of Tomorrow on home media, which I think Live, Die, Repeat was the original source material. So it's had 3 official titles in its iterations as entertainment.
See that, kids? You learned something today.
Welcome to Facts with Byron on commentary that have
Also,
nothing to do with racing.
Barker and Butler fighting it.
Adapted from the Japanese 2004 novel All You Need Is Kill. That's an even better title. Holy shit.
All you need is... Probably makes sense in fan talk, but when you translate it, it just gets rough.
I don't know. I don't like it. I like that.
All you need is kill.
Sorry, what were you saying about the actual race? My bad.
Oh, we had a small little tussle between Barker and Butler there for a second, but the camera didn't catch it. Getting shuffled around on the leaderboard.
Of course not.
As Nichols and Hutchison comes in with a nice clean pass. Looks like it came in from around the outside. That's what she said.
Oh, to totally interrupt and derail things again, a sequel titled Live, Die, Repeat, and Repeat is in development.
Perfect.
I like that title. That is good.
This sounds like a giant meme, and I need...
Indeed. We have like the cat and the angry lady on that poster.
Yes. And it looks like we got Nichols trying to come in. Brought back again from Hutchison. Will he make it? Probably not in this sector. That'd be a bad idea. Not gonna let go. Oh, we've got contact!
Hello, Shirley.
I need to check my associates, see if that was a legal move.
That looked clean to me.
Alright, you heard it, folks.
What did I miss? Sorry. I
Oh, nothing,
WWE,
nothing.
racing,
Just,
what's the difference?
It's all good.
In fact, why don't we do a full contact series?
I've been pushing for a hit to pass Friday night for a drink minimum, but no one wants to hear about it.
I'm all ears.
So speaking about Groundhog Day, these two again.
Correct.
He's pushing. Oh my god.
Oh!
What?
Not cool,
What?
buddy.
Did Sean get a penalty with us? I'm gonna go check.
I don't know. Probably should have.
Yeah. If he didn't, he did now.
Penalized. Sean Kenny, 50 push-ups.
Oh my god. He
Right
didn't even
before
get
a race.
penalty. That means Josiah didn't report this. Oh.
Josiah's a stand-up guy. Josiah is part of the Yakuza. You don't narc on people.
Yeah.
Like Johnny Tightlips from the...
Well, here's the thing is, the overall leaderboard, Sean is second and I'm third, so, you know.
Got some action going on between Butler and Barker again, is it?
Butler Barker trio here is a well-known and historical group that have pleased and entertained us throughout the ages.
Who's the third guy?
That's the joke.
Okay. I'll just go with it. I ain't here to ask questions.
Oh, that's fine. As long as I can come up with witty answers.
Don't get Medeiros mad there, Byron.
Why not?
I don't know, he's Brazilian, so stop
That's
talking
true.
wrestling.
He might flying triangle at me with one of those Fugu de Chao
Oh,
skewers.
that's a tough spot to be. Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Nicely done.
Held it, though.
Oh, shit. This is high
That's
speed.
pretty
Oh, my
sneaky.
God.
Oh, no!
Oh, we've got contact. Pushed
Yeah.
wide by Butler.
Good recovery.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Very nice. Dangerous spot. You can see this come miles away.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what? They're giving the people what they paid for.
Well, it just shows right there that I was slowing down Mr. Simmons because he's actually catching up to Sean there.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. Simmons.
Finishing up with the top 5. Still down about 9/10, but you know. How much of this race we got left? Plenty.
Oh,
Plenty.
Yeah, the pits haven't even started from those.
Everything can happen still.
We could have Stoffmill wipe out and regain the lead from here.
So,
Yeah,
just
he
a
would
heads
too.
up, there's not enough fuel to do this on even just one pit stop, unless you massively save fuel, like something like 28 liters, which is a lot. You need to pit twice. So a lot of things are gonna happen. Oh,
Well,
what's this?
yeah,
Josiah
here.
and
That Simmons? Yep.
oh no, it's Simmons.
Yo,
Oh,
put him
they're
in the
going
wall.
to the pit. Yeah, I'm going to
Put
the pit
them
as
in the
well.
wall. Don't put yourself in the wall. What's wrong with you?
Right? Doing it
We
wrong.
have to, Josiah, do we have to
Stop
talk about
me
your
going to-
self-harming?
Coming out of the pit, getting passed by Simmons here.
Petition to rename Stoffmeal the Flying Dutchman.
Yo.
Oh yes, totally flying Dutchman around.
I don't know why nobody said this before. I'm actually, frankly, disappointed in all of you.
I think I might have at some point, but I can't confirm that, so I'll let you get away with it.
All right.
I'll give you total credit.
Perfect. I like it. I'll allow it.
I've been making Boss Fruitin' jokes for a long time, but never ghost ship jokes.
That's what I'm here for. Shake things up. I'll bring the variety.
Wait, isn't that a sexual position? Don't look that up.
You know, we can make it one. We have the technology.
Excellent. Stoffmill, drop it in, giving Simmons the Flying Dutchman. Oh wait.
Well, that's actually legal in most places.
Not in Texas, which is ironic.
That would be ironic.
Alright,
Simmons
so
coming up.
I just passed Josiah there on that pit stop. I guess he might have put a little bit more fuel than I did, but he would have went with the full tank, so I'm not sure what happened. He might have had some trouble. Because he was way ahead of me with Sean Kenny.
Maybe he did what I did and had some issues with button mapping and forgot to something till the last second
Or
and
there was a
slowed down his
lag
pit
in
stop.
delayed response with the potato.
Could be. There's a plethora
Yeah,
of
it is.
things.
And he has quite a bit less ballast than I do too, I believe. Let me go check.
Must say, it is weird seeing Mr. Jerome mid-pack. He's usually further up ahead than this. But
Josiah
that's what pits do.
has no ballast in this race. I'm at 25. So come on,
You would
Josiah.
be.
I think he missed a round. That's why he's still not in the ballast.
Ah. Got some more people coming in. It's letting those strategies unfurl. Let's see who becomes the victor as a result of theirs. Plot twist.
Okay, so yes, Josiah did miss Zuhai, so from that moment on he was climbing his way back. But now he is in 10th position overall. So that will give him a very low ballast because it's the top 10 people that have ballast. That will give him a big 2 kilogram.
Verstappen back in second, Barker's in third, Rucci in fourth, Kenny in fifth, and you guessed it, in first.
Christoph Verstappen. Oh no.
Stop me, watch.
The Flying Dutchman.
Stop Bill Watch. Eat shit. He's 53 seconds ahead of everybody.
40.
And has more ballast than anyone.
Yeah, by quite a bit.
I'm just going with there's another glitch, and he should really be 53 seconds ahead.
By the way, the ballast system came from the mind of Mr. Stoffman. It's a little bit more complex than my last ballast system, but I think it works good. Anyone that had ballast, that had a podium, first, second, or third, get a ballast that they get to keep till the end of the season. So basically, anytime that you finish first, you get a 5 ballast added automatically. Every time you finish second, you get 3 kilogram ballast automatically added for the rest of the season. And if you're finishing third on any race, you get just 2 kilogram, but it gets to add on. So anyone who's a podium finisher usually means, you know, they're better than the rest, so they get a little extra. And then there's obviously the top 10 position, you know, from first to 10th, you get a base ballast. So anyone who sneaks in there gets a pretty large amount of ballast.
There you have it, folks.
I don't understand.
If you do better, you get penalized to make it harder for you to do better.
What kind of race communism is this?
And yet, even with an outstanding ballast and using the same exact car as everyone else, look at Stoffmeal. Look at him. Way up there.
Look at him go!
Freaking 44 seconds ahead of second place.
Oh, Lachlan. Whose ass is he aiming to here? Andrew D? Oh boy. Sorry, Andrew. You're gonna have to watch yourself.
More like Andrew Delicious.
Always.
Andrew gonna get the D.
Alright. Gonna stick the D in you and you're gonna be in the wall.
I think it's Josiah in front of them. What the hell's going on? Is it? No. That can't be Josiah. He wouldn't let these guys pass him. Makes no sense. I guess they have the same livery. There you go. There's Josiah.
Indeed. Rounding out the top 5 yet again.
Well, with that good first pit stop, I ended up 4th now, which is good. I passed Josiah, and I think Sean Kenny. We didn't catch it on the camera, but he was right in front of me, and he locked his wheel. You know, on that blind turn, that descent, that dive in. He locked his wheel and he went in the sand.
Ooh, yep.
But he's still only 5 seconds behind Josiah, so he held it pretty good.
Did. Again, that first sector, I can't feasibly stress it enough. It is exceptionally difficult. It definitely separates the men from the boys. That's for sure.
Tires, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of unsettling the weight of the car.
Now these two, that will be interesting, because I believe the Maximum is just up there with Sean in terms of pace, but he has less ballast. So it's going to be a good fight to watch.
Yeah, Nichols
Mr.
overtaking
Nichols.
D.
Yeah, Andrew D. Come on, Andrew. Andrew is a specialist of very fast qualifying, but then the race comes and he just can't hold it.
I thought you were going to say special something else. Never mind.
He's not that special like that.
The pains of being a quali pace guy over race pace. That consistency is everything come race day. Everything.
He'll get there. He's technically starting. Wasn't he in the Academy Season 2? I can't remember.
If he was upper class. I was lower, so I don't remember seeing him on all.
So yes,
I'm still quite new myself too, so you know, consistency thing applies to me.
I just looked it up, and he did indeed to partake in Season 2 upper class. You're right.
Okay, yep, there we go. Sure.
Well, he's holding up with Lachlan, who's a pretty fast guy too.
It's the funny thing I've noticed about racing leagues in general. They tend to attract fast boys. You don't see too many rookies that are wet behind the ears, such as myself.
So, by the way, in case you haven't noticed, the camera is now on chopper cam. I managed to hit that damn button on the...
Oh, sorry, I missed my cue.
There it is. So yeah, hopefully we're not gonna get too many trees blocking the view.
That'll be perfect.
Oh boy.
Look, camera,
Now
do
this
shop
is, this is the static cam. And I usually try not to stay on the static cam very long. Because, well, as you can see, it's...
Gets pretty boring pretty quick.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It actually does help me get a sense of perspective as how far between cars there are. Because when they do shots like that right there, I can't tell. Are you 5 feet ahead of the guy? 10, 20 feet? I have no idea.
Gotcha. Alright, so we're back on camera 1, which we were using for most of the race, what they call camera 2, I guess. Hopefully this one's a little better. And I hope I didn't change it again, because this looks good.
I agree.
It's hit and miss. The camera 2 has shot where it follows the drivers pretty close. But again, like we saw, what we saw is all those trees blocking the view, so this is actually quite better.
How dare Sector 3 render useless environmental assets?
I have a feeling this track might be made by Germans.
Nah.
Oh, the worst one is actually Spa. Spa, it's always a clusterfuck.
You mean the driving or the camera?
The camera, the
Yes.
director camera, we get stuck in the trees for like, I don't know, 10, 12 seconds. It's retarded. Oh wait, it's 2019, I'm not supposed to say that word anymore. My apology. I'll make sure I flag this as not for children.
True.
Wait.
What are children?
Wu-Tang
Children watch this? What children do that?
Josiah watches this, so I mean, I guess. But he's used to it by now.
Yeah, he should be.
Oh boy. As you can see right here, the whole race I was stuck either with Max Simmons and now this guy. Damn it. They'll show me to have a good pit stop.
So, noticed Nordschleife doesn't crop up in too many different of these series. I have to say I appreciate that, but it would make for good
now
viewership.
That you're mentioning it, this Saturday, roll the drum, Byron.
Diddle 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 diddle.
It's at Nordschleife. Nordschleife.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, 1 hour and a half race.
On the Audi TT.
Audi TT RS VLN, and you're more than welcome to join, Justin. Please do. Should be fun.
I didn't choose the Thug Schleif. The Thug Schleif chose me.
Oh boy. I was doing some practice laps just around there, for shits and giggles, and with a couple of buddies of mine about 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Man, my back hurt after that. That was like 5 laps. That's gonna be like 10 laps in an hour and a half.
It's gonna be a long race, yes. But trick is to just relax, not try to be extremely fast, just don't crash. Take your time. It's a very good experience.
It's very tempting because that track is a blast when you get the hang of it, and I love the TT.
There you go. And there's no
So much
pressure.
fun.
And plus, we're gonna have prizes for everyone. Well, everyone. Sorry. We're gonna have 1,000 VRP that are gonna get drawn for people that are in the race. We might have more chances of winning if you were clean. The person that has the least incident, obviously, and whatnot. Maybe the winner or the top 3 might have extra chance of winning. We'll do that on Saturday. But yeah, we need more people. I think I'm gonna post an announcement on the channel and see if we can attract a few more people.
Okay, I'll do it.
Well,
Wait,
you're doing commentary with Mike
Me?
live, I believe.
Okay, right. Well, I could do both.
If you can do both, I'll be impressed.
I mean, it's gonna be a shit show either way. So.
Well,
I mean, you won't do well at either one thing.
No.
But
Hell no.
so one time during a live session, Mr. Stockmill was racing and chatting on YouTube with these guys.
of course it was.
Yeah, he was. It was very impressive, and he was doing well.
Like, how?
I don't know
had this
Jimmy
girlfriend
Broadbent
over there or
streams.
someone over there, like, on his account chatting. Like, it makes no sense. You can't type while you're driving. That's crazy.
And yet,
Yeah. It happened.
Yeah. I've actually seen people do that during, where it has official. And, there's actually the guy that won the Nations Cup for this last season. He'd be in practice lobbies with a streamer that I follow, and he'll just be like mid-race, type a message in the in-game chat, and then go back to racing. On a controller, mind you. Not even on a wheel. On a freaking controller. Won Nations and a 4C GT3 car from Alfa Romeo.
So it looks like we got a few pits going on because I'm now in 3rd place. So Verstappen. Okay, Mike Stoffmeal went to the pit. Yes.
Martin's in 3rd place, somebody do something about it.
Yep.
womp,
Well,
womp,
you
womp,
got
womp.
this side there.
I put him in the wall. You know you want to.
Pop a wheelie, come down on a spoiler.
If you can pop a wheelie in that car,
Damn.
yeah.
Right off the line. Wow!
Well, you take that up over fluke plots. You might just do it.
Well, speaking of Stoffmeal, I believe he's coming up on these guys right now. In the back there, Mr. Black and Yellow.
As this race unfurls, you definitely start to see more gaps between each individual driver, and I believe part of that is due to pit strategy, but also in technique and consistency of your technique as well. Obviously, the better drivers are going to start outpacing the slower drivers, and mid-pack is probably where most of the action is going to stay at this point, I'd think.
Oh, just look at the separation between driver now. There's only really these two that are pretty close, and Stoffmeal is in the gap. Behind that is Simmons. We know he has the pace. Well, let's see what happens with that.
Something separation anxiety.
So speaking of separation anxiety, Byron, oh shit, Edmonds there just missed the apex. As we can see, Josiah's gonna take advantage of it. Yep.
Can he do it? Can he do it? He's gonna do it.
Oh boy. Nope. Edmonds not gonna let it happen like he did with Simmons. It's, oh god. Camera's switching. Oh, there we go. Edmonds held it. Oof, a little wide there. Stoffmeal's taking this and said thank you very much. This little battle just, oh shit!
Well, we have a spin.
Yeah, so that's,
and now the camera's derping.
That's another incident that was also on the incident list. Mr. Nash unfortunately was stuck in the wall and had to reverse, and yeah, Josiah ended up clipping him. And where did Josiah end? In 7th place now. That was unfortunate. There's a nice little battle going on.
Yeah. Yeah, they've done some really good, really close, well-fought battles throughout this race.
And that's why my tires will die.
Don't
That
blame
is-
that on your tires.
That is another problem with battling and pushing like that, is it does come at a price. That price is your grip. That grip is everything. Everything.
Well, I don't
Martin,
want
at
to
this
spoil
point,
too
I'm
much, so I'm not
shocked
gonna
that you
say
have
anything.
tires.
Real pros don't need tires. Look at Ken Block. Drifting a Fiesta RS.
You just go so fast, you hover above the ground.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
Well, that Macau race recently, some of them channeled their inner Ken Block and used the handbrake to make that bus stop.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Yeah, I've done it a few times when we did the TCR there, and it actually works pretty good.
I've never touched Macau.
Ooh.
I saw a clip of it once, and I said, fuck that forever.
Well,
That
it's
makes
my
Bathurst look
favorite
like a
track.
cakewalk.
Oh, stopping almost wasn't correct there.
Yeah, if there's one thing that's going to make me not popular, it's that I love watching people do Macau.
Well, that's because it makes for entertaining content. Like, if you're watching people drive Macau,
Oh, what do we
you know
have
something
here?
interesting's gonna happen.
We have Magus and Lachlan Nichols right behind him. You know
Gee.
something interesting is gonna happen.
I wonder what's going on.
Uh-oh.
Whatever could happen next.
Foreshadowing.
Tune in next week on Dragon Ball Z.
The front of Lachlan Nichols' car starts glowing blue.
So Max
It dons a
is,
blonde wig.
staying pretty close to Staff Mill. Again, big difference in ballast, but and also I believe in tire wear. Mr. Staff Mill probably.
Yeah, he
put
pit
in-
more recently.
Oh boy.
Those fresh tires, can't stress how much difference they make. Those cold tires coming out of the pit especially make a huge difference.
As we can see with this camera angle, is we went back to camera 2, which sucks balls.
But it's here.
I think the
Get
obvious
used to it.
solution is you just put your tires in the microwave 30 seconds before the race.
You'll actually have tire blankets, but that's a little impractical. Hitting mid-race.
Just get out the Tiger Torch.
Well, your microwave
Nah.
tricks works when you're making panini. But you don't make panini with tires.
That's true. Well, maybe they should have a tire press.
You know, if you just yeet it around the corner a couple of times, you'll warm up your tires real quick.
200 kilometers sideways around each corner. Wah, wah. All right, we
Initial D.
Uh-oh, Lachlan Nichols just took out Mike Magus.
Uh-oh.
You see Magus
Surprise,
in the wall?
surprise.
Magus in the wall.
Right in the pits.
Ah, damn.
And we've got Stuff Meal in 4th place.
I think we're gonna have to investigate Lachlan for war crimes or something. He seems to have a vague prejudice against Serbians.
Stuff Meal in 4th place, quickly moving in, closing the gap on Mr. Edmonds here.
We will need to go to the pit anyway, so kind of decided not to fight Mr. Stockmill. Because he
Call me
already
crazy.
went to the pit twice.
That's
See
true.
you in the pit, motherfucker.
Call me crazy, but that does not... Never mind. I'm reading the leaderboard wrong. Professionals, ladies and gentlemen. Professionals.
Pros.
See, that's why he's got this jug of vodka by him, so he can have an escape.
Yes, indeed. It lifts your spirits,
Giggity.
Oh!
physically and metaphorically.
Goddamn camera angle is brutal.
That camera angle is perfect.
Hey man, I like trees. You fuck off.
In case you forgot, nature. Look at this thing you're killing with all of your carbon monoxide.
I think, isn't it mandatory that you have 72,000 trees planted around every racetrack so you suck up at least a little bit of carbon?
A little bit. We just need to figure out how to make cars' exhaust be carbon dioxide instead of carbon monoxide.
Hey.
And then the trees can just convert it and you're like, life happens and stuff.
And then they have to fight the overgrowth onto the track.
Yeah.
We need more.
So Mr. Stockmill being very safe here.
Mm-hmm.
He knows there's a dangerous driver ahead of him.
Dangerous because your tires are worn, or dangerous because you might put a guy in a wall?
Dangerous because I'm inconsistent, and
Little from
and
column
yes,
A,
my
little from
tires are
column B.
very. See, there we go.
Yeah, push wide.
Uh-oh. He's got it.
Is that a little bit of a bump draft did I see there?
Yeah, he's got it good. Like I said, I still need to go to the pit, so kind of gave up on it.
There's one thing about Stoffmeal, though. He doesn't fight it because he knows that it'll come to him, and all in good time. And that is kind of the way you have to approach overtaking. Get salty like me and you push too hard, start killing your tires, you take terrible lines through turns, you're gonna lose pace, and you just had a bad time. I was already in the back, so I'm not hurting anyone.
Three things certain in life: death, taxes, and stuff mill.
There we go.
The Flying Dutchman.
Oh, Sean, Kenny, and Josiah. These guys have been pretty close for a while, too. Kind of lost track of it because the camera needed to show the world that my Stoffman was superior to everyone who was approaching.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. We throw the word alien around pretty loosely these days, but I think Stoffmeal might actually be.
He has a very high understanding of what the car is doing and what to tweak and what the track needs, and unfortunately,
And not even a year into sim racing either.
Yeah, so unfortunately for the most common mortal like us,
Plebs like me.
we have no idea what the car's doing. We're just driving it.
Yeah.
In Soviet Russia, a car drives you. I couldn't resist.
Jokes are the best.
I like to do it on Darcy. In Soviet Russia is Wii racing.
Yeah, Darcy hasn't raced in any race for a while. Actually, he did.
I think
something
he's.
but now, yeah, it's round 4.
I think Darcy's given up sim racing in favor of his true lifelong passion, which is
Hog dancing.
taking
pictures of cars.
Oh.
What's too bad is that with Sean Kenny really improving on his pace, and we have Max Simmons in there, and Verstappen, he'd be right up there with these guys. Like, he's definitely a top 5 guy.
In worst case scenario, from what I hear, Darcy could always quit sim racing and go do PC hardware reviews.
That's true.
He buys a new PC every other week.
Yeah.
So I returned this, and I sold it for more than I paid for, and
Okay, I want his connections first
that's
of all.
how he does that.
Listen, if you're able to embezzle from IKEA, you can probably just do what Darcy does on a regular basis. That's all I'm saying. It's that black market meatball scam he's got going on.
Oh shot.
Oh boy.
Black market meatballs.
Because
That's
we're
spicy.
getting Same
Comrade,
ads.
this is top quality horse flank.
I am the machine.
So it looks like Josiah just went to the pit. Yep. So that's for the splash of fuel to make it to the end.
Losing track. Is that his second or third pit?
Second
This-
pit. Second
okay.
pit, yeah. So
Okay.
19th.
the way that
19th.
this
Rough.
race goes is you need to do one pit with full tank, and then you're gonna need an extra 20. I think it was 21 or 20. I don't know, 25 maybe liters extra to finish the race. So a few of us did the stupid strategy of going once, changing your tires, filling up the cars, and then go as far as you can so that you don't have to put too much fuel at the end, and not change your tires. And that you'll see very soon that it's not a strategy that paid off.
I was gonna say, if there's one thing Martin knows about, it's never changing tires for any reason.
Yeah, so that's what I did in my pit, which actually I believe is happening maybe this lap. I'm going for a splash of fuel.
Trying to figure out, there's a guy on my Steam's list that I'm pretty sure is from the Racing League. Anybody out there with their Steam handle Formula S1?
Yes,
Who the
this
heck
is
are you? I can't remember.
Simeon Naku.
Is it Simeon? Oh, okay, cool.
It is.
Couldn't remember who it was.
Well, he likes you, man.
Well, who doesn't? I'm very attractive.
There you go. No
Yeah, I
problem
believe
with
that.
I'm very attractive and I can cook. What else do you want?
Hey, wait. Aren't you single?
I am a singular human, yes.
Well, it's true that he's attractive. No homo here, but come on. How come you're single? What's going on with that? By choice?
Dick too big might kill somebody? No. I just... if you want an honest answer, I've seen a lot of calamitous relationships, and I've never had one for myself that worked out, and I've just, like, opted out. It's not worth it.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that's fair.
If the right tag team life partner comes along, awesome. If not, whatever. I'm just not interested.
MGTOW, man. MGTOW.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Oh, okay. It means men going their own way. Look it up.
Pretty much.
It's basically, it's like a movement saying that men should not be relying on women type thing. I'm a married man, and I'm relying on my wife. So I'm not a MGTOW by any chance. But I do agree that, you know, men need to get their shit together and not depend on other people, which is fine. I guess this is their whole ideology. But a lot of people hear this MGTOW thing and they're thinking it's a man-hating woman thing, which is not. But whatever.
To basically boil it down,
Well, we got... Oh,
I pushed him
Lovin'
a
is
little bit.
racing. I just
Simmons
feel
pushed
like,
out a little bit.
like I said, I'm just if the right intergender tag team partner for life comes along, awesome. And
That's
I'm looking to rely on anybody, and I'm not looking for anybody to rely on me. That's my basic philosophy on dating.
That's a good philosophy, I think.
But yeah,
I think a healthy relationship is two people that don't need to rely on each other, accompanying one another on this very long journey. Like, it's really lonely sometimes.
And they join forces like Voltron and destroy.
build a super Voltron.
In a perfect world, Byron is right.
Well, she's gonna
Like
have,
Wonder Twin
she's
Power
gonna
2
have,
nights.
have a thick skin to manage Byron, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Probably, but I'll probably just tease the shit out of her and then cook something awesome. And be like, oh, I forgive you.
That's right. Get her by the stomach. Alright, so at this point right here, I let him go because I'm going to the pit. I'm pretty sure. Oh, maybe not. Alright, guess I have enough fuel.
I just let him by because I'm just nice like that.
I could've slowed it
Winning's
down.
for chumps. Like Stoffmeal there. Look at him winning. Almost.
Good job, try hard.
Well, Mr. DeRouche is actually managing not to get passed by Stoffmeal or Vestrut.
Yeah, that's not nothing.
No.
But I believe that he has to pit still.
That pit will be the death of his first place then. Absolutely. You can see it in their eyes. Verstappen and Stoffmeal. They're hungry for first place.
Go have a look.
You would. He's cheating. He's looking at the results. If you look at the
Spoilers.
results, it changes things.
True. Pandora's box, man.
Well, it says that Richard DeRouche is pitted at lap 23
And then
and lap 45, so that's very close.
right now.
Yep.
Because there is 53 laps total.
He just
Spoiler
put
alert. Good. Bye-bye first place.
Yeah, he has not pitted.
pitted.
yet.
Bye-bye
Oh,
second
Hey,
place.
he just did right now.
That's what I said.
Yep. Sorry, I just came back to the stream.
Such a jerk. You ignore everything I said.
Sorry.
I'll get
And there he
emotional
goes.
breakdown.
You're tearing me apart, Martin.
I did not hit
Look
him.
who's
I
in
did
the pit
not.
right behind him. I believe that is Sean Kenny. Taking his splash of fuel.
Could very well be.
So
I think
as
we
you
need-
notice right there, my tires are, they're telling me eat shit.
Yeah, you didn't take very good care of them.
If Tommy Two-Tone out there is listening, I need a race edit where you intersperse the room memes. I did not hit him. I did not.
Ow, get down.
That's
You chop it a lot.
That's the ultimate. I need a remake of The Disaster Artist with Arnold playing the lead. That'd be the ultimate third step.
James Franco is now forever Tommy Wiseau after that role.
He really is.
You can't
Tommy
not.
Wiseau than Tommy Wiseau.
It's just like
His best character ever. When he was not.
it's just like Jim
trying to
Carrey after playing Andy Kaufman. He's just done forever. His bride.
All right, who's going to the pit now? That would be me.
Oh, that'd be you, good sir.
All right.
Second best livery on the track.
Little backstory on that pit. I decided, in all my wisdom, not to change my front tires.
That was dumb.
You'll see. You'll see.
I don't need to see. I already know that not doing that is dumb. We heard you like losing grip in front and understeering all the time.
Yep, it was pretty bad. I wanted to save the whatever it is. I think it was 9 seconds per tire or something.
Oh man, how many seconds I want to know? How many seconds that cost you on the track?
You will see.
53 and a half.
Probably. Over the course of how many more laps?
That's quite a bit.
Not 53 seconds.
1,000,000 seconds.
That's a lot of seconds.
More seconds than the rest of your life. No, that's probably not true. I don't know what 1,000,000 seconds is in.
So Wayne Hutchinson is the closest to the next car, and that's still 1.3 seconds. So there's not a lot of action going on right now.
No, it's everyone's pretty locked in place, but Hutchison can definitely get the gain on Barker and overtake within this next lap, I would say.
So we went to the chopper cam. Where's my sound effect?
1,000,000 seconds is 11 and a half days. Now you know.
The more you know, the further you'll go.
1,000,000,000 seconds is 31 and 3/4 years.
And more seconds than your brain can comprehend.
Well, I mean, 1,000,000 was more than I could really comprehend. I couldn't figure that one out.
Yeah, I mean, how long does it even take to count to 1,000,000? Is it possible?
11 and a half days.
11 and a half days, really?
Shit.
If you do it in real time.
Oh, well, what if I do it in fast forward?
And then you do
less than that. Juan Barcadero, currently in 10th place.
You go John Barker. Looks like he's gonna take that 9th place there from Mr. Butler.
Like Simmons just overtook Nichols, 7th place.
Dun, 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 Josiah.
Oh,
shit.
Hello, Shirley.
Alright, did Hutchinson take a penalty for that? I remember.
The real question is, was it consensual?
Let me grab your bumper there, Mr. Barker.
Oh, hey there, guy.
Oh boy, he's coming. Sorry, Verstappen. He's right there.
Your glory days are over.
I hope he felt glorious in first place.
F's in chat for Verstappen.
Can he hold it?
Oh, let's find out. As if we don't already know. Thanks for that, by the way.
I don't know how close he finished though. Let's see. So there's a little bit of lag there, it seems, with Mr. Stoffmill. And so the car's kind of wiggling a bit.
Yeah, in my experience, I've raced with a lot of people from the Netherlands. Their internet does tend to lag fairly often.
Well, Mike has been holding up pretty good. I've never seen him flash on the track or hear someone complaining about him flashing. But when you see the car wiggle like that a little bit, it's usually a sign of a bit of lag. Alright.
He probably cranks his windmill extra hard beforehand to power the...
Actually, I believe we're referring to it as the nether region now.
Oh, the nether region. That sounds quite a lot like the danger zone.
It's a little bit like the Beyond section at Bed Bath & Beyond.
Ah, crap. TARDIS?
Somehow I'm in 4th place. But
I don't know how. With your front tires that are like
so,
falling off and cracked.
by the way, I think my tire just blew. It might be there, might be a little bit after, but newsflash, my tire actually blew.
What did we learn today?
Is don't worry.
Martin can't be trusted.
Yeah, I'm going to the pit right now to get, nope, not right away. So it looks like my tires didn't blow right away. I think it's in this lap. And poor Sean's gonna have to avoid the shit out of me because
Oof.
my car is so done. Like,
Well, this is the section that did it.
yes.
I guarantee it.
So I was heading on to 0, and I told him in the mic and comm that I was a time bomb, and he's like, well, he didn't want to tell me to move aside, but kind of implied it. Meanwhile, we have Mr. Stoffmill here on his final prey. Poor Verstappen.
Closing the gap. Slowly
He's
but
got
surely.
3.5 minutes. This is like watching Tom Brady with 5 minutes left in the game and 5.5 cheaty tricks in the bag. Listen, we've been scoping their plays out for 72 years. We know exactly what they're going to do.
We all know what's happening here. Mr. Verstappen is having white knuckles and sweating balls.
Oh yeah.
Swing, put that ass in the circle. Keep him off here. Keep him back.
Okay, so this is where my tire just blew. Right there. See my car?
Well, hey,
My car is just like not going straight anymore.
look, if you see it, watch it in slow motion, you can see the exact moment where his spirit crumbles.
So I looked at the replay from up close on my car, and unfortunately the tires doesn't disappear. It still shows that it's there. I made
Maybe the
a
game just
replay
didn't feel
of it.
like rendering
It's
that.
in the Aquila channel if you want to enjoy the sound of the tires blowing. Yeah.
What you did to your fourth place finish.
Yeah, I just messed up my fourth place by blowing the tires. I'm in the pit right now getting some front tires, but the fun part is with fresh front tires and rear tires that are still pretty burnt, the car was going understeer city.
Oh, I bet.
That was crazy. Here I come
Especially while your fronts were still cold.
back. Yeah, no, I don't know if we're gonna see my car very much, but oh my god, the whole thing was flipping on itself
I'm a little surprised Lachlan didn't just smash you into the wall right there coming out of the pit.
because he had a chance, and it was a pit lane. Sorry
It's like,
about that.
oh, my bad, I lost control of the rear end, and yeah, I'm not sure what happened.
Also, on the topic of awful pit exits, this track,
Yes.
it's almost as bad as Historic Spa.
Or about
Letting out at Redillion.
Oh yes, and how about Laguna Seca?
Oh, dude, Seca's pit lane's awful. I hate it so much. Great track, though. Really fun.
So with 1 minute 31 to go, Verstappen is still holding Stoffmill. Oh boy, he just went wide.
And sweating bullets, too.
Commentator curse. Oh
By
boy.
the skin of his teeth.
Oh,
Lord have mercy, what is
going
going
on
on
the
here?
outside and then right back in. Can he get it done?
Infantry's.
Freaking camera, god
No,
damn it. There we
Make
go.
me look bad.
Ooh,
Stoffmill's got him.
What?
Schrodinger's passing.
Schrodinger's passing, indeed.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
There, yep, it's over.
He's got a gun on the outside.
37 seconds
Insane.
left.
But if he can hold that slipstream, that'll be a
He's
close
gonna be forced
finish.
on the out there right now.
There he
Forced
goes.
on the out. And oh,
Oh,
nope.
some contact between
Hold
Verstappen
it.
and Stoffmill.
It's just a high five. It's like, good job on the pass. It's just little familiar relations.
Wow, with 30 seconds to go. Good job, Verstappen, for holding it this long, I would say.
Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely.
Come on, a slow clap there, Byron.
I mean, how slow do you want it?
I need the wiser slow clap little gif.
Well, I'm
end
using
this
one
video.
hand to I'm using one hand to use press to talk, so
I
I'm
know,
just kind of like
that's what I'm doing
slap
too,
my own
so that's
forehead.
why I was hoping you could do it. Alright, let's look what's going on in the back. After blowing a tire, Mr. Edmonds is now in 8th place. Okay.
Well, it could be worse.
James Boutelier
well,
is currently in the knife block.
Here's the
Could be
thing,
2 laps down.
is after 50% of this championship, which is this race,
Mhm.
there is a scratch round. So whatever your worst result is, it gets removed from the overall total.
X.
And this was my worst result, with 8th place. But with that said,
Worst result so far.
yes, but I remain in 3rd place overall in the championship. So I'm
X.
still getting stuck with 25 kilograms at the next race.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's pretty brutal.
So there you go. We have our top guys already done with the race here. I'm surprised.
Go offs.
Oh, there you go. Derushi is finishing 3rd. It's odd because I finished my lap, but I guess it was since I was right behind Stoffmill. That's probably why. And in 4th place, Mr. Kenny.
Looks like Josiah Jerome is going to be staying in 5th unless something catastrophic happens.
You can see him right there going on the last turn, going up. Oh, he's passing Kenny?
Oh!
What the?
Look at that!
Did Kenny
Is this the
They
second
run out of
time in the
fuel?
same race
No, he
Kenneth
didn't
has
run
just
out of fuel.
ditched?
What?
Weird.
Okay, we need some explanation there, Sean. Oh, Mr. Simmons missing
Might have
the
taken an
last
awful
turn
line.
completely.
Kenny might have taken a bad line through that last turn.
I think Lachlan just probably hit him.
No,
Yeah, probably.
he was pretty far back. Here we go.
Shut up.
And our podium finish. Mike Stoffmeal, Chris Verstappen, and got his first name.
Richard.
Ricardo
Richard
Derucci.
Derucci. There we have it.
Well, that was pretty good. Pretty good racing,
It was.
guys. And by the way, the head steward, Jack, was pretty impressed with everyone. There was no incident in lap 1. But
Lap one's
unfortunately, we
a
couldn't see this
crazy one.
because, I fucked up with
That sounds
recording
boring
of
as hell.
the
What's-
director, Sorry.
What's the point of having the first corner if you don't have incidents?
Yep.
Oh, go back and watch, what was it, race 2 at Laguna Seca from the last 30 speed series. You'll get a kick out of that one
I'm
then.
pretty sure Byron did that.
I don't remember.
Oh, it was awful.
That sounds great.
All right, everyone, I'm going to stop the recording here.
Don't tell him that. Just
Thanks,
leave him in
Justin,
suspense.
for
Spoilers.
taking the lead.
Oh, not a problem. Thank you for having me.
Welcome to the B team, or B or C or whatever, because we're going to have a new person too called Cole, who's going to try to assist us with some of this recording. He's going to do ACC on Sunday to help us out. And Justin, I believe I'm going to see you on the next recording, which would be the DTM 92 that we'll be recording on Tuesday.
I am absolutely pumped for that. I freaking love those cars. They're insane to drive. Oh, they're so cool.
All right, stopping the recording. Have a good night, guys.
You too.
Peace.